you guys, this is Lisa Becerra, certified aromatherapist, bringing you video 3 in Safety with Common Sense, my video series focusing on safety of essential oils. Video 1 focused on essential oil purity and why it's important to be able to have a certificate of analysis or gas chromatogram from your essential oil manufacturer to ensure the essential oils you're using are not adulterated or diluted. The second video focused on essential oil potency, how different factors in the growth and life of a plant and their harvesting and distillation affect the potency of the essential oils because it affects the quality of the chemical constituents that make up the essential oil. And then we also talked about just how potent essential oils are, giving the example that 1 drop of peppermint essential oil is similar to 28 cups of drinking a peppermint tea. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about dilution. And that last example of potency is a clear example of why dilution is so important. After watching this video, you'll have the 3 spokes of essential oil safety. And every upcoming video is going to touch upon a specific reported adverse reaction that somebody has had to an essential oil, how you can avoid having a similar reaction. And the other 2 topics that we'll be discussing will be specific safety measures to take with specific essential oils and specific safety measures to take while addressing specific health concerns. Everything that I will be talking about in this video series are going to be common everyday things that arise, common everyday essential oils. If you are having concerns about a complicated health and wellness challenge you are having, you are welcome to reach out to me. If there is a common everyday concern or common everyday essential oil you want me to talk about, please leave it in the comments below. I have not formulated all of my topics for this year, so it might be one that comes up later. And that brings us to today's topic of dilution. So many of you who are familiar with essential oils will know what this guy is. Okay? For those of you that are not, this is a diffuser. And when I first started using essential oils, I thought the bigger the diffuser, the better the effects of the oil. So I got diffusers for every room of the house, little ones for the bathroom, slightly bigger ones for the bedrooms, and big ones for the open shared spaces. As I got more educated and got more inundated with the use of essential oils, I have found that I love these little diffusers. And unless I'm going to be throwing a gathering, which, let's face it, we're not going to be doing very much of anytime soon, I really don't need those big diffusers to scent the whole house. And I found a beautiful trick to scent the whole house, and that's actually to put the essential oils on cotton balls in my AC vents. And it works way better than the diffusers do. But when I'm using a diffuser, really it's a great example of how potent these essential oils are and how important it is to dilute them. So I just took off the top to the diffuser. Every top is slightly different. You might have a big old cone top, you might have a box top, but once you take off the top, you're going to have the basin of the diffuser, and there'll be a fill line that's usually about a half an inch up, half an inch down from the rim of the basin. And you don't fill your diffuser with essential oils. You fill it with purified water. And then once you have the water to the fill line, you would use about a drop of essential oil per half a cup of water that you've used. So this diffuser holds about a cup and a half, which means I can use 3 drops of essential oils in this diffuser. Now, if you think about it, this bottle is 4 ounces, and ounces is half a cup. So I would use 1 drop of essential oil per 4 ounces of water in my diffuser. Okay, that's a very low dilution ratio. Okay, it makes it a very heavily diluted therapeutic amount. Does that make sense? So that's the first way that we dilute the essential oil using a diffuser. The second way that we dilute the essential oil with the diffuser is the diffuser's going, right? We have the mechanism of the diffuser. Once it's plugged and turned on, it's making the water bubble. We have water vapor coming out with the essential oil vapor. And where's it going? We don't have our nose right under it smelling it. It's going in the air all around the room. It's traveling on the currents of the air through the ventilation processes, going out the window and out the door and, up the vents and wherever. So first of all, we're diluting it 1 drop essential oil per half a cup of water, and then we're diluting that in the entire air in the room. And with these 2 huge dilution components, we're still getting the therapeutic benefit of the essential oil. We can put 3 drops of vetiver in this diffuser, and it's going to immediately ground us. Not immediately, but within a few minutes, it's going to ground us, kind of center us, stop our monkey mind from chattering. If we put in 3 drops of lavender, it's going to soothe our hearts and might relax us enough that we can take a nap or fall asleep. If we put in 3 drops of lemon, it's going to provide us this mental focus and clarity, so our distractions are kept at bay so we can study for our exam. If we put in 3 drops of basil, we might take the edge off of a really irritating phone call or email we just read or news report we just heard. And that's with this incredibly low dilution. I mean, like it's diluted so much. It's an incredibly low percentage of essential oils that we're actually taking into our system. So this is the potency of these essential oils and why it's so important to dilute them. So using the diffuser is the most popular way people are utilizing the benefits of aromatherapy today. Now, the second most popular way people are utilizing the benefits of aromatherapy, and the most popular way as an aromatherapist that I am recommending people to use essential oils because of the most common scenarios people are coming to me, is through topical application, through some type of a massage blend or roller blend, or even more using the essential oils like an everyday moisturizer for their skin with this enhanced therapeutic benefits of the oils that we're including in that blend. So I'm going to talk about several different dilution ratios, when you would use these ratios, how long you would use the ratios for, up to how many times a day you would use these ratios for. And I'm going to talk about several different sizes of bottles you would use them. And I'm going to talk about drops of essential oils. So you want to be aware that 1 drop of essential oil is equal to 4 taps of an essential oil. Okay, and a tap is using one of these tiny little 1 or 2 milliliter bottles that have these tiny little orifices in them, okay, much smaller than the European orifices, where you would tap them 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 taps equals 1 drop if you're using the European orifice droppers that come with the bottles. Now, 20 drops equals 1 milliliter. Okay, and then if the dilution percent of the essential oil is so low, I might say a toothpick swirl. And that literally means that you're going to take the orifice out of your essential oil dosing bottle, you're going to dip in a toothpick, dip it out, and you're going to swirl it in the carrier oil that you're wanting to use for your health concern. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with a new targeted concern. You just ate something and you got food poisoning, or you sprung out of bed and you sprained your ankle, or you have a migraine headache. You might want to use a 25% dilution ratio, and you can use this for up to 2 weeks. Usually you want to use it 3 to 4 times a day, up to every hour, okay? And that would mean if you were using a 30 milliliter bottle, a 1 ounce bottle, you would use up to 150 drops of the essential oil of your choice. If you were using a 10 milliliter bottle, you would use 50 drops of the essential oil of your choice. If you were using the blue bottle, the 5 milliliter bottle, you would use 25 drops. The smaller 3 milliliter bottle would be 15 drops. Okay, if you were using the 2 milliliter bottle, you would do 10 drops. And the 1 milliliter bottle, you would do 5 drops, followed by 15 drops of your carrier oil. Obviously, for the rest of the bottles, you would put your essential oils in, and then you would drop in your carrier oil to fill the bottle up. Now, if your targeted health concern, if that knee or that ankle sprain lasted longer than 2 weeks, or if you have a chronic concern that you've had for more than 6 months, you would go ahead and do a 10% dilution ratio, okay? So if you've had a targeted concern and it's been 2 weeks, you're going to drop down and you're going to dilute your essential oils further into a 10% dilution ratio. You can use this 3 to 4 times a day or up to every hour if you need to, and then take it back to 3 to 4 times a day as you're able to. This would be a 60 drops in your 30 milliliter bottle. You would do 20 drops in your 10 milliliter roller bottle. You would do 10 drops in your 5 milliliter bottle, and you would do 6 drops in your 3 milliliter bottle, 4 drops in your 2 milliliter bottle, and 2 drops in your 1 milliliter bottle. Now, if you are over 15 years old and you just need a strong everyday essential oil blend for something, let's say you had a flare-up of eczema, or let's say you had a knee injury and it's starting to get cold and it's bothering you again. A 4% strong dilution would be perfect for you, and that would be 24 drops in your 30 milliliter bottle, okay? You would use 8 drops in your 10 milliliter bottle, 4 drops in your 5 milliliter bottle. You would use 2 drops and 2 taps, or a total of 10 taps in your 3 milliliter bottle. You would use 1 drop and 1 tap, or a total of 5 taps in your 2 milliliter bottle. And then you would use 3 taps in your 1 milliliter bottle and fill that back up the rest of the way with 19 drops of your carrier oil. Now, if you are over 15 and you just need an everyday massage blend because you want to massage your feet and have that goodness of a calming, soothing blend to help relax you and go to bed, or you want a blend to use first thing every morning to stimulate your mind and wake you up so you can be good to go in the office, or something like that, where you're going to use the benefits of the oil to enhance your wellness every day, you would do a 3% blend. Okay? And now if you were 12 to 15 years old and you had a targeted health concern, either a chronic concern or a new targeted health concern, you would also use this 3% blend. And that would be using 18 drops in a 30 milliliter bottle. So not even a whole milliliter, but 18 drops in a bottle this size. Okay? You would use 6 drops in a 10 milliliter bottle, only 3 drops in a 5 milliliter bottle. You would use 1 drop in 3 taps, or 7 taps total in a 3 milliliter bottle. You would use only 1 drop in a 2 milliliter bottle, and that would be 2 taps in the 1 milliliter bottle. Now, if you are using essential oils for a 12 to 15-year-old for an everyday enhancing the wellness effect, you would do only 12 drops in the 30 milliliter bottle, which means you would do 4 drops in your 10 milliliter bottle. You would do 1 drop in 2 taps, or 6 taps total in a 5 milliliter bottle, 4 taps or 1 drop in a 3 milliliter bottle, 2 taps in a 2 milliliter bottle, and 3 taps in the 2 milliliter bottle, and 2 taps in the 1 milliliter bottle. Now, if you were using this for a child who is 8 to 12 years old, you would go ahead and do a 2% solution for a targeted health concern or a chronic health concern. And that would be 9 drops in a 30 milliliter bottle, 3 drops in a 10 milliliter bottle, 1 drop in 2 taps, or 6 taps total in a 5 milliliter bottle, 3 taps in a 3 milliliter bottle, 2 taps in a 1 milliliter bottle, and 2 taps in a 2 milliliter bottle, and 1 tap in a 1 milliliter bottle. Okay, if you're going to use the essential oil on an 8 to 12-year-old to enhance their wellness, you would go ahead and lower the dilution to 6 drops in a 30 milliliter bottle, 2 drops in a 10 milliliter bottle, 1 drop in a 5 milliliter bottle, 2 taps in a 3 milliliter bottle, 1 tap in a 2 milliliter bottle, and a toothpick swirl in a 1 milliliter bottle. Now, if you are a senior citizen and you have sensitive skin, that would also be the dilution ratio that you would follow, okay, for a targeted or chronic health concern. Now, if you are a senior citizen or have sensitive skin, or you are 5 to 8 years old, or using this with a 5 to 8-year-old, or someone who is pregnant, you should not use a dilution ratio more than 0.5%. And that would be only 3 drops in that 30 milliliter bottle, 1 drop in a 10 milliliter bottle, 1 tap in a 5 milliliter bottle, and a teaspoon swirl in a 3 milliliter bottle. Okay, going further, to use essential oils for anybody who is under 4 years old, there are certain essential oils that are safe to use in children of this age period. There are certain essential oils you should not use, and we will get into that. But if you were going to use an essential oil for somebody who is under 4 years old, you would use a dilution ratio of 0.125%, a very tiny amount of essential oils, and you will see the huge benefits they have. You would use just 1 drop per 30 milliliters, 1 tap per 10 milliliter, and a toothpick swirl per 5 milliliters of a carrier oil. Now, the carrier oil that you use is really up to you. It is completely your choice. When working with children, I really like using the fractionated coconut oil because it does not stain. If we're using essential oils for things like with the face, I like to use primrose, or things with the skin. I like for skin concerns, I like to use the primrose. For concerns of pain or inflammation, arnica, calophyllum, calendula are really awesome essential oils. If you're going to use an essential oil as a massage blend to enhance wellness, a lot of times I'll just do those with apricot or sweet almond oil, or the fractionated coconut oil, because they are light and they absorb through the skin really quickly. If somebody has dry skin, then I'll use a heavier oil like avocado oil or the jojoba oil. Okay, so I hope this video left you with a lot of answers and piqued your curiosity to talk about specific healthcare safety topics. The next couple videos will go into some adverse reactions that have been reported, and we'll be introducing a wonderful site for you all to look at and to reference regarding adverse reactions. Okay, so I hope you have a blessed day, and I hope you feel good to oil away. Bye now.